يا لا 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 يا لا 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 يا لا 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 يا لا يا لا يا لا لا يا لا 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 يا لا 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 يا لا 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 يا لا يا لا يا لا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to the Q Factor. We are still on our quest trying to find the greatest reciters of the Holy Qur'an in the entire UK. Today we are in Birmingham and we find ourselves in the Khatam al-Nabuwa Education Centre. Now we're going to have contestants from 6 different cities up and down the UK who are going to be fighting it out in this quarterfinal to find out who truly has the Q Factor. So for today's quarterfinal, our judges are Hafiz Abdul Hay, Birmingham judge, Mulana Saeed Ahmed Bolton judge, Mulana Saifuddin Bradford judge, Mulana Ziad London judge, Mulana Saeed Maktab Batley judge, and Mulana Rayan Mahmood, head judge and producer, director of the Q Factor. Now that we've met our judges, let's get down to the serious business of hearing those beautiful Qur'an reciters.
Assalamu alaikum, Saqim. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How are you doing?
Lovely. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. So, you're going to be reciting from 2 separate places.
Yes.
And in any style, we, the judges, choose. So, I want you to start reciting your first 10 lines from the second 10 parts in Tadwir. That's tartil is mujawwad, the slow measured tone. Tadwir is
Salah.
yes.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وعباد الرحمن الذين يمشون على الأرض هونا وإذا خاطبهم الجاهلون قالوا سلاما والذين يبيتون لربهم سجدا وقياما والذين يقولون ربنا اصرف عنا عذاب جهنم إن عذابها كان غراما.
I felt ghunna. I didn't hear the ghunna emitting from its original place. Do you know what that is? Where the original place of ghunna?
Yeah, the palate, the top behind your teeth.
So from inside of the mouth.
Yes.
Right, okay, I thought it was the nasal passage.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what I felt. Okay?
The tafkhim, the full mouth letters were very well articulated.
Gharama. It should only be one mud, but you stretched it. Gharama.
I think just the letter Dad with a kasra, yes, it is reducing heaviness, you could say, because of a kasra, but it sounded a bit like a dal to me, to be honest. So besides that, mashallah, excellent.
Now, the next part I want you to read is going to be from the first 10 parts of the Quran, but in mujawwad, in tartil, in a slow measured tone.
ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك أولئك هم المهتدون.
There was also an error in the memorization. أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون not مهتدون.
Yeah.
Sad is an extra full mouth letter. So you need to try to raise the back of the tongue or the middle of the tongue a little further higher to make it sound proper.
Hence, how did you feel?
I feel alright. Yeah, that's to improve on the mistakes that I made.
Did you realize you made those mistakes, or it was only after they pointed those out?
I think after I pointed them out, after they pointed it out, yeah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن تتوبا إلى الله فقد صغت قلوبكما وإن تظاهرا عليه فإن الله هو مولاه وجبريل وصالح المؤمنين والملائكة بعد ذلك ظهير. عسى ربه إن طلقكن أن يبدله أزواجا خيرا منكن مسلمات مؤمنات قانتات تائبات.
The recitation, I must say, was wonderful in terms of the tone. The tajweed was also good.
MashaAllah, very good recitation. Just the very long ayah, Muslimat and Mu'minat, and towards the end, you're running out of breath. Because it's a competition and for you to go through and so on, you have to be very, very particular and careful. So if you feel that you're running out of breath and you're going to struggle to get to the end, just stop and then repeat it. That struggle that you faced, you have to try to sort of manage that. But besides that, mashallah, very good.
Yeah, Waqi, I feel, because I've heard you obviously from the audition process, the elimination process, and you actually performed better than there in comparison to now. Mu'mineen, Mu'minat, when you started from that verse, it went up a bit, then it went down a bit. Yeah, so let's see how it goes throughout. Okay, so that's your first version, but how do you feel you did?
I did
Bit nerves?
Yeah, I tried to go low and then go high and then go low.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. You did, mashallah, you did what you did, and it was good. So the next second tensipara, I want you to read the Hadar version.
لا تجعل مع الله إلها آخر فتقعد مذموما مخذولا وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا إما يبلغن عندك الكبر أحدهما أو كلاهما فلا تقل لهما أف ولا تنهرهما وقل لهما قولا كريما واخفض لهما جناح الذل من الرحمة وقل رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا.
I thought in Rabbi Irhamhuma, I thought you pronounced a ra empty mouth, where it should be pronounced full mouth.
The letter Dad, it has two qualities, istitala and rakhawa, which is you slightly lengthen it, but it's also soft, and I felt the rakhawa wasn't there.
Yeah.
How much preparation did you have to do for today?
I did a lot of preparation throughout the weeks, alhamdulillah. Yeah, I think I could have done a bit better, but alhamdulillah.
سبحان الله حين تمسون وحين تصبحون وله الحمد في السماوات والأرض وعشيا وحين تظهرون يخرج الحي من الميت ويخرج الميت من الحي ويحيي الأرض بعد موتها وكذلك تخرجون ومن آياته أن خلقكم من تراب ثم إذا أنتم بشر تنتشرون ومن آياته أن خلق لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعل بينكم مودة ورحمة إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون.
However, I feel you were rushing in certain places. You could have maybe slowed it down a bit. It is tadweer, not hadar, so a bit slower.
Some people, some children, they have this habit that all the noise comes through the nose. And once I ask them, then I tell them that even A'udhu Billah Bismillah. And you'll find so many children that they can't because they've got into a habit. When you just read the first ayat, can you just hold your nose and read it?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فسبحان الله حين تمسون.
Yeah, mashallah is okay, but some places it just comes out through the nose.
All the comments by the judges, all good, of course. I feel I can overlook those because I thoroughly enjoyed from the starting till the end. To the ears, it sounded great. So, yeah, brilliant.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تأكلوا الربا أضعافا مضاعفة واتقوا الله لعلكم تفلحون واتقوا النار التي أعدت للكافرين وأطيعوا الله والرسول لعلكم ترحمون.
The ghunnas, they were slightly weak, quite a few of them, and you also had u'iddat, the hamza and the ayn. This isn't very clear which one was the ayn or the hamza, so like the Sheikh just mentioned.
I could hear slight difference. I could differentiate between the first recitation, second recitation. Excellent try. Thank you so much.
Obviously, you can hear the other people reciting, so you know what's at stake, you know what the level of quality is. How do you fancy your chances?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? You don't sound very confident. You're not nervous, are you?
Yeah, I am nervous.
Look at the judges. They're so cuddly, but by the same token, they still have to be quite strict, okay? So I know you're nervous. I know you've been through the worst of it. You've gotten this far. So I think you're going to be okay, okay?
Yes.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا قيما لينذر بأسا شديدا من لدنه ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا حسنا.
أعوذ بالله, the dhal in أعوذ, you pronounced full mouth. So you need to try to lower the back of the tongue and pronounce the dhal empty mouth.
One thing which our Sheikh Rayhan, I was Imam in Preston, Jamia Masjid. And after one of the great Buzrugs from India, Maulana Aminul Hassan, he was a Khalifa, was a Sheikh Zakaria. So after he went, he's associated with Maulana Yubsurti. So I got a letter and signed that Maulana, when you read Salah, at the end of the verse, you do gunna of the memes and the noons. And that I felt slightly, not too much, but A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitani Rajeem, that slight bit of a thing. Just concentrate on that. There's no gunna there. Other places, mashallah, it was perfect.
إذا وقعت الواقعة ليس لوقعتها كاذبة خافضة رافعة إذا رجت الأرض رجا وبست الجبال بسا.
Great try. The fact that you're here, and I think that goes throughout to all the contestants. You've invested time, effort in memorizing and making sure you can do the mujawwad, the tartil version, or the other 3 styles, and you do your utmost best, and that's what's important.
How do you think you did?
Alhamdulillah.
From 1 to 10, 1 being rubbish, 10 being awesome, how do you think you did?
7.
7, that's a good one. I think you did at 11 and a half, so.
إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار ربنا إنك من تدخل النار فقد أخزيته وما للظالمين من أنصار ربنا إننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار.
تشديد the shaddas as well. ربنا, I gotta be a bit more stronger with that.
When it's got a sukoon above it and a kasra before it, then you are reciting it a little full mouth. In kaffir, faghfir lana.
لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون والله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, beautiful recitation, and he stuck to the task rather than reading too fast, or MashaAllah, it was very, very good recitation.
I'm just grateful the fact that you guys at this tender age, you're able to come in front of us, the cameras. This is recorded, then go live on television for the nation to see you guys, hear you guys. And you do tremendous work, and very, very good try indeed. But you got to understand, everyone needs to understand, we've given you the task of tartil. A lot of people were saying to me that, look, can these kids pull off tartil? And I've just proved them all wrong. because you guys have all pulled it off to the best of your ability. So good for you.
One of the things that kind of shocked me, when you started reading, your voice was so deep. I thought a 75-year-old man came into the building. I was like, whoa, did you recite that deep last time?
Yeah.
You did? Yes, simple and straight to the point. How well do you think you did? How do you think you did?
Okay.
And do you think you're going to be today's winner? Say yes. Say inshallah.
Inshallah.
آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير.
One of the main things that I picked up was your kasras, mir, okay, also kutubi. It sounds like you're making like an air sound rather than an e sound. You've got to be very precise with the kasra. And I think you felt the pressure when you made the mistake, so you started rushing it as well. But yeah, good attempts, mashallah.
I may be down to the confidence. So inshallah, keep practicing, recite to your teachers, recite in other gatherings, build that confidence so that you can recite with confidence and clarity wherever you are.
The great thing, now you're smiling. The great thing is you're here, okay? And yes, you're a bit nervous, lacking a bit in confidence, but how do you feel? You did well? Great. Say of course.
Of course.
There you go. That's what matters.
إذا الشمس كورت وإذا النجوم انكدرت وإذا الجبال سيرت وإذا العشار عطلت وإذا الوحوش حشرت وإذا البحار سجرت وإذا النفوس زوجت وإذا الموءودة سئلت.
Can I ask you a question? Which qari were you attempting to imitate in that last recitation?
Sheikh Abdul Basit.
MashaAllah, I could hear that there. Qari Abdul Basit, Abdul Samad from Egypt. So this is a good sign that you are listening to Qur'an recitations, and by continuing to do this, listen to any qari, professional qari, expert qari you enjoy listening to, and imitate the recitations. This is one of the best ways to improve, so keep it up.
The latter reading, that would have been better for you for tartil because it sounded really good. Do you see what I mean? Then you were told to speed up, but and the first reading you did could have been hadar or tadwir. But look, good attempt.
You were closing your eyes. Do you find that helps? How does it help you?
It makes me think that I'm like by myself and like, no one's watching me.
Okay. Do the judges look scary?
No.
You can be honest, they won't hit us.
No, they're not.
They're not scary, they're not scary, they're very nice. So well done, young man.
الله نور السماوات والأرض مثل نوره كمشكاة فيها مصباح المصباح في زجاجة الزجاجة كأنها كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية.
Very, very good. Good try, good attempt at tartil. A clear, very clear reading, recitation of huruf. Melodies, okay, confident, and you're small and a massive, massive voice. So great, good.
I was quite surprised, a 10-year-old reciting in tartil. And
Not the age so much, the size more.
the size in both ways, mashallah, and he's got a good, nice long breath as well.
Yes, he has.
It's amazing, a miracle of the glorious Qur'an.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تكونوا كالذين آذوا موسى فبرأه الله مما قالوا وكان عند الله وجيها يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا.
When you stop at place like Shadida and making the stop, where there's a fathatain changes into one fatha, maddul iwad there, well, there's a slight mud, but it seems the sound is too much of an upper sound, more of an elevated sound rather than a lower sound, in my opinion. But like I said, look, marvelous, very loud, very clear.
3 words that I remembered from everything they said was it was clear, it was loud, and it was confident. Do you agree with what they said?
Yeah.
Was that something you worked on a lot?
No.
You didn't work on it?
No.
It's just your natural tone.
Yeah.
You're just naturally loud.
Yeah.
Are you loud at home?
Sometimes.
Especially when it's dinner time?
No.
No. You might not get any food. Well, thank you so much for being here.
الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا قيما لينذر بأسا شديدا من لدنه ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا حسنا ماكثين فيه أبدا وينذر الذين قالوا اتخذ الله ولدا.
Yeah, I think the problem here was you've made a lot of effort on the tune and the tone. But beautiful, obviously whoever you've copied is brilliant. But then so much attention was put on the tune and the tone that you slipped up on some of the makharij and some of the rules.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون.
Again, when you start off ta'awudh, you're making, both versions when you read, you made the hamza, you dragged it. A'udhu, that's how my ears heard it.
And did the verses as well. The second ha, because you've put so much energy on the first ha, it quite often happens where the rahim, the quality of the ha, it diminishes, it becomes more weaker, so just focus on that, keep that strong.
Before you came out, you said you were nervous, is that right?
Yeah,
You said you were shaking?
a little bit.
I couldn't tell at all, so I think you did a very good job of hiding it if you were nervous, and I think you did a fantastic job today. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Of course you do. Thank you very much. You can go back now. So that was a wonderful recitation, mashallah.